Welcome to the College Basketball Preview Show on the Grueling Truth Sports Network. I'm your host, Mike Goodpaster, and today we're going to preview the matchup between Ohio State and Kentucky tomorrow at Madison Square Garden. Ohio State 7-4. The Kentucky Wildcats come in at 10-1. Ohio State recently, like last Saturday, were embarrassed by 38 points by another SEC school, the Auburn Tigers. That was a one-sided beating. Since then, they did recover to win a few days ago against Valparaiso, 95-73. When we look at the Kentucky Wildcats, you had the big win over Duke early on in the season, which I think gave some people an idea of just exactly how good this team can be. Then they go to Gonzaga, getting beat up by double digits in the first half on the road. The second half, they storm back to win the game in overtime in Washington against Gonzaga by a point. This Kentucky team's only loss this season was to a very good Clemson team on the road, 70-66. And if you want to bet this game, we don't have a point spread yet, but shortly it'll be up on BetMGM. Make sure you go there to check out the top sports book around. You can click on the link in the description down below if you're watching on YouTube. All right, guys. Ohio State faces another tough opponent. And the Ohio State Buckeyes are currently ranked number 38 by KenPom, with their offense rated 37th, the defense 54th. Despite a challenging start to the season, the Buckeyes have shown flashes of potential. Probably their best win was against the Texas Longhorns in game one of this season. But since then, when they've played better competition, they have lost. They lost to number 22 Texas A&M. They lost to Pitt, Maryland. That 38-point demoralizing loss to Auburn. To upset Kentucky, the Buckeyes offense will have to keep up their impressive three-point shooting. Ohio State is averaging 40.6% from beyond the arc, which is the eighth best in the country. The sharp shooting ability has kept this team competitive in most games. Sophomore forward Devin Royal, he leads the team with 16 points, 8 rebounds per game. They're going to face a team, the Kentucky Wildcats, that lead the entire nation in scoring. Kentucky has been impressive with that 10-1 start. They lead the nation with 91.3 points per game. As a team, the Wildcats are 12th in the KenPom rankings, with the offense rated 8th. The two biggest wins of the season for Kentucky came against Duke and Gonzaga. The Duke win was 77-72. They beat Gonzaga 90-89. Of course, that only loss was to Clemson. This is a team that is fairly battle tested. I mean, you played Duke, Gonzaga, Clemson. You've went 2-1 in those 3 games. Now, I think there's no mistake Ohio State is better than the 38-point ass whooping they took at Auburn. But the last 2 games against SEC competition overall, they've shown Ohio State has that they're not ready. Kentucky has shown when it's played the best teams, they are ready. This Buckeye offense won't be enough to match the nation's highest powered offense. Ohio State is 1-3 against the spread as an underdog this season. And I expect the Buckeyes to play better than they did in their recent 38-point loss, but it's not well enough to cover. I think the Kentucky Wildcats are going to win this game by double digits. If I had to give you a predicted score, I would say Kentucky 93, Ohio State 75. Use that information as you may. I'm pretty sure that this will not be a single-digit game. I think the Kentucky Wildcats are too talented, too well-coached, too tough. They got some veteran leadership there. This is a team that's going to contend for the NCAA championship once we get into March. All right, guys, remember, BetMGM is the top sports book for betting on college basketball. You can click on the link in the description down below if you're watching on YouTube. If you want to follow me on X, you can go to X, click in at Grueling Truth, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification on YouTube. Check out the gruelingtruth.com website. But for now, guys, I'm Mike Goodpaster. You've been watching and listening to The Grueling Truth, where the legends speak.